Hey dreamers, this is Jade. Welcome back to my channel. I am here to share a stationery haul with you. I ordered from a few different places: Archer and Olive, Jetpens, Heba from My Little Journal, and I believe this one came from Amazon. So let's go ahead and get into it and I'll show you what I picked up. So first of all, I picked up this B6 Slim Midori notebook from Amazon. I do believe it was like $9 and change or something like that. And the reason I picked it up was because, as I've been saying, I wanted to set up a drama journal. So like to record my K-dramas and Turkish dizzies that I like to watch, which I actually started. I had made a cover for this. And I really did not like the way that it turned out. So I ended up pulling everything off. And as you can see, it kind of messed up the notebook a little bit. I don't mind, this will be repurposed for something, but I didn't want to use it for my K-drama journal or whatever. So I decided to just get a new one. So I did that, and I will repurpose this for some other reason. I'm not sure yet. I do have something in mind, but yeah, we'll see if that works out. So that's why I picked this up. Oh, and just so you can see what it looks like, I won't take this one out. It's like cardboard, cream color here. And then, of course, on the inside, you get this cover page. You can write something. And then the graph here. I love the size of the Midori graph. I love Hobonichi, but I swear I wish they would enlarge their graphs. Because it's just trying to... my writing is super tiny now. And it's like I can't get it out of super tiny because I'm so used to using the Hobonichi now. It also comes with one of these as well. So, yeah. Anyway, that's what comes with the notebook, and so that's what's in here, and I will open this and get this done soon, hopefully. So yeah, anyway, let's move on to my next order, which I believe this one is from Jetpens. No, this one is from Heba from My Little Journal. And I just wanted, she came out with a new bookish stamp set, and I wanted to grab it because I think in my reassessment, my journal's about... Hold on, I'm going to open this and come back. Okay. Got it open, so... Anyway, she released this book stamp. Anyway. That's so cute. And, that's a nice little thank you note, so... And I could probably use this here as well, or I might just put it in my journal if it'll fit. Anyway, here is what the stamp set looks like. I'm trying to angle it so you don't get so much of that glare. And it's just, as I said, it's like a book themed stamp set, and I was thinking I could use these as far as if I decide to make a bookshelfie in my book. In my reassessment journals video, which I'll put in the cards here, I was considering just using my Hobonichi Weeks, repurposing it for that, for my reading journal, because I just have not had the motivation to set up my reading journal. And deciding on that has kind of given me the motivation to set up my reading journal. It's weird. It's weird. So we'll see how that goes. If and when I do get it done, I will share with you all and whatnot, because we are in March, so I do have some catching up to do. So yeah, anyway, I did grab this, and I like that she has the star ratings here, and it's whatever one you want. So you have like the outlines here, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 4, 5 here, and then you also have this little book review, pages read, books, and then you have like little shelves in here, and then title, author, started, finished, pages, format, etc., etc. So yeah, anyway, like I said, I'm trying to angle it so you can see it without that glare on the paper. Even if I take it off, it'll glare. So yeah, anyway, did grab that from Heba from My Little Journal, and then I got a couple things from Jetpens as well. So here are just a couple of things that I got from Jetpens. I do like that they send it with a comic strip. This will probably end up in one of my journals. So yeah, but I just went ahead and I got the cover for the Midori B6 Slim. I could use the cover that I already have, but I decided to just go ahead and get another one. So both of them will have covers when I'm using them. And so yeah, that's what I did pick up. And this was fairly cheap on... For some reason, these are not on Amazon. I can't find this particular size on Amazon. But I think this was like $4 and change at Jetpens. And then I went ahead and got an extra orange pen for myself. This is what I've been using in my 5-year Hobonichi to write with for this year. I'm kind of doing the Roy G. Biv type of situation. And so I've been using the Sarasa clip. And this is like some kind of orange there's two different oranges, and this is the orange that I have been using. However, in my current Hobonichi, well, my Hobonichi 5-year, currently the pen that I'm using, it's this color. However, it is the .05. This one is the .07. They were out of stock on the 05. I like 07s as well. Actually, 07s are typically the size that I use just in general. I vacillate between 1 and 07 sometimes, but 07 is the one that I use the most. So yeah, anyway, so I just went ahead and got it in 07, so that should be fine. So that is the little bit of stuff that I picked up from Jetpens, and then we'll get into my Archer and Olive order. Okay, for Archer and Olive, I did get a couple of things from their new spring collection. What I have learned as far as Archer and Olive is if you see something you like, it's best to just go ahead and get it, because last year I think I waited on a couple of things and they went out of stock and they never came back in stock. And so yeah, and Archer and Olive, they have all different size notebooks. The kinds I typically like are the traveler's notebook size and the smaller sizes, so like the A6, the pocket, and I've been wanting to try a B6 or just have a B6 for some reason or whatever. I think I would like the size, so I am going to, so I did get a B6 and I got a traveler's notebook size in different styles from spring, and I'll get this, pop this out of the plastic, and then we'll come back. Okay, they are out of the plastic and ready to be opened. I do love how Archer and Olive packages their things. This is just beautiful. This little box that you can store your notebooks in. And so let's pull this out. This is the B6 that I got. As I said, it is the spring collection, and I believe this one is called Mushroom. And let me tell you why I picked this one up. First of all, I really do like the design. I've been more into greens and stuff lately. And so, but this frog here, my grandma had a thing with frogs. I don't know. And it's funny because she wasn't even really into frogs like that. But somebody had given her like a frog figurine. And it just kind of became a thing. And so for like Christmas and birthdays, and people would just give her these frog figurines. And she had like a whole display of them in her home. And so it just, every time I see frogs and stuff, it reminds me of my grandma. So I did pick this up. So let's open this up and I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. Yeah, see, mushroom. This is what I love, that. So you have like the gold foil in here and the notebook. And this would be great for like a media journal or something like that. And then of course dot grid in here. I could also make this like a book journal. But I think I'm going to stick with the traveler's notebook size, or at least try it out for this year, and we'll see. Perhaps this will be my book journal for next year. You never know. Or the size I use. So yeah, but anyway, if I can get this straight. Anyway, so yeah, this is why I picked this up. And as I said, with Archer and Olive, I have learned over the past year that if I see something that I like, I should just go ahead and get, if I have the funds, just go ahead and get it, because it's likely that it will go out of, you know, it'll be sold out and it will never really come back or be restocked like that. So I just went ahead and got it, because there was a compass one in traveler's notebook size that I wanted last year so bad, and I never got my hands on it. And I'm still sad about it. So, yeah, I won't be making that mistake again. So, just checking out their different products for the different seasons. If I find something I like for each season, then I'll just grab it. And this is another one I got. This is Traveler's Notebook size. I really love the design of this as well. And so, I picked this up. And I just thought that was so... Look how pretty that is. Oh, it's giving me all these spring vibes. And again, let me get this out of here. I am loving the green. Just, that is, and the gold foil in here. That's just beautiful. That is just beautiful. And let's see. This is what the back looks like. It feels nice too. It's like maybe a faux leather. I don't know. Vegan leather, I think, is what they use sometimes. I don't know, but it feels good, and it's textured and embossed and debossed. I just love it. So I did pick this one up as well, and I'm glad that I did. And again, I don't know the name of this one. I'm assuming it's something with a swan, since the inside says gold foil in here. And then we have of course, the inside, which is the dot grid. And this is traveler's notebook size. So, oh, look, and then you have like little page markers. I didn't even look in the other one for the page markers. So yeah, anyway, I just thought this was super pretty, and I was like, I need to go ahead and get it, because next thing I know, it'll be completely gone, because a lot of them in the different sizes that I was thinking about, like pocket and stuff, were already out of stock, already gone. So I was like, let me get this now, because who knows if I'll be able to get my hands on it later. So I did grab these, and I am loving these. They are so pretty. I have no idea what I want to use. Absolutely no idea what I want to use them for. And I'm okay with that. So yeah. Anyway, let me get this. Okay, yeah. So that is pretty much it for this quick little stationery haul. I love all of the items that I picked up. Hopefully we'll be having a video or set up for my, I'm gonna just call it the K-drama journal, even though I'll be incorporating the other Disneys and stuff that I like to watch, just because it's easiest. So hopefully I'll be having like a setup video for that, where I at least decorate the cover and get myself set up for the inside. I think I want to do at least one page of a list of the ones that I want to watch and see, so I can have ones to check off. Because I remember when I was doing that in my my random journal, I would just make a list, and I'd end up checking off a lot of them. So yeah, I might need to do that again. But anyway, I am rambling, and this is done. Hope you all have been safe and well. If you have any comments or questions, please leave those. Jesus, can I talk? If you have any comments or questions, please leave those below, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.